Hi, I'm Melanie from Melanie's Jewelry Vintage with Style. Today I put together a video about the 1980s, jewelry and fashion from back then. Now, the 1980s is when I was young, when I was in my 20s, when I was working in the city and in New York City, Manhattan, and going out with my friends. And so it's one of my favorite times, one of my favorite time periods for jewelry and fashion. So I just want to share a little bit about what the 80s were like for me. My sister and I had graduated from school around the same time. Now, even though the glass ceiling was broken by Gloria Steinman and a lot of women back in the early 70s, late 60s, there was still a lot of problems as far as women in the workplace. I remember my sister graduating with a business degree in economics and having to start out in the typing pool. And then she would be called up to take steno. She actually knew how to take steno back then in 1983. And I graduated from an art fashion college, and I actually had gotten myself promoted to a studio manager position, but the printing portion was run by men. So I was not Miss Maniaci or Melanie, I was Hun. Hun, come here, initialists. So women, they wanted to show through fashion, they wanted to be powerful, they wanted to stand out. So that's where a lot of statement jewelry came in. So I'm going to show you some statement jewelry that I have in my collection, and I'm also going to show you how you can wear it now, and why you should wear it now, and how it's back in style. So, I'm a little out of breath. Okay, this is the first example I want to show you. This is an actual ad that ran in a fashion magazine for Napier. And this was very popular, these statement necklaces. And a lot of them were set. You would have the earrings, but sometimes you would just wear the statement necklace. So here's one that I have in my collection. This is a Napier. This is beautiful. Really nice piece. And you can definitely wear it now. And here's an example how you can modernize this piece. Now, this jacket is actually my daughter's. She's 20. And this is a Monet statement necklace. Now, look at this jacket. This is really cool. This is zippers. This is vegan leather because she doesn't want to wear real leather. And here's a Monet necklace. Gorgeous. It's perfect with this. So here, this is a perfect example of 80s jewelry that you can wear now and how it looks great. Now, these earrings I have, they don't match it. It's not made of a set, but they're in the same vein, same style. These are Givenchy earrings. These are from the 1980s. And I want to show you how great this would look with this jacket. Now, I have it on a mannequin. You could wear a black turtleneck, blouse, whatever. These are the Givenchy earrings. Now, these would look perfect. That would be a perfect set. And this jacket, I think this is for, I think she got it at Forever 21 a couple years ago. Beautiful. Another example of something we wore. Now, this is more club type. When we used to go to the clubs, we used to go to Palladium. My sister had reminded me of the Limelight, which was a very popular club in Manhattan, and it was a church that they had redone to, make into a nightclub, which we thought was really, really cool. So, this is the look. Again, this is a fashion model from the 1980s. And I remember doing this. This was one of my club looks. You would get a denim jacket or another jacket and you just put tons of pins on it. Brooches, whatever you want to call them. This was a really popular look. And the hair. Of course, we all had that hair. So. And here again is my daughter's jacket. Now, it's the modern style. It has the the rips and everything. I really, it's too bad. It's hard to do these videos. It'd be nice to have all the different mannequins set up behind me. But, and I think this jacket's a little tight on here. But here we go. Here's a new modern denim jacket. And you can put your pins on it. And it looks really cool. Now, you don't have to go crazy like she did and wear tons of them. But some nice statement pins. Now, this looks great on a modern jacket. So here's a look. This is a 1980s look that you could wear now. This pin is actually a Trifari, and this is from the 1980s. This is a new artisan piece that's vintage jewelry put together. But I think that's a great look for now. It would look great back then, and it's great now. Now, the other thing that was really popular back then, and I have a lot of these because I still like to wear big earrings. Where are the big earrings? Now, here's Brooke Shields. I don't know if everyone remembers her. There she is with the big earrings. Now, these were to go out to clubs, but this was also in the office. I mean, you wore these big earrings and this big jewelry and your shoulder pads. That's how you went to work. So there's Brooke Shields. Let me show you some of the earrings in my collection that are like that. Now, it's funny because my daughter loves these. And I also almost, because sometimes my sister comes, I have online auctions, by the way, on Saturday nights at 9:50 every Saturday. And my sister comes sometimes. And sometimes she buys things. And I almost got her to buy these. These are 1980s vintage earrings. These are really cool. These are really big back then. We also had these. Geometric shakes were very popular back then. Also a lot of pastel jewelry. Unfortunately, I don't really have any of the plastic pastel bracelets, but they're really popular too. But I don't have any of those to show. But I do have these really cool geometric earrings. These were really popular in the 80s also. These are really cool. These I love. Let me find the other one. These were club earrings. You wouldn't wear these to work. People look like, well, I mean, you know, depending on where you worked. I actually worked in fashion and in art, so I could have worn these. But if you worked in finance or like my sister, business companies and things, you wouldn't really wear them. Women really wore suits. They almost dressed like men except for the big jewelry. These were really cool for clubs. We used to wear like things like this. These are really pretty. Okay. I don't know who made these, or they're like an enamel. Really, really nice. Also have these. These are Avon earrings. Avon was very popular in the 80s. Not so much the jewelry. I mean, people bought the jewelry, but their bath and cologne, Sweet Honesty. They had different brands that I think Liz Taylor came out with a line for Avon, and I think she even had jewelry, but she had some fragrances too. These earrings, these would have been good for work. People would have wore these. These are really pretty. And these, you know, and you would mix it too. You wouldn't have to wear the sets. It wasn't, I mean, they would sell the jewelry in sets, but it wasn't like the 50s where everybody wanted to wear the sets. You know, in the 80s, you would do this. This would be a look. This would be really cool. Here's a pair of vintage Anne Klein earrings, which are really nice. Now, Dynasty was a popular TV show back then. I actually had a picture of Joan Collins. I was going to print out, but I wanted to keep the pictures to a minimum. But that's when a lot of this the gemstone jewelry came out, the fake gems with the green that looked like emeralds and would look like sapphires. And, you know, a lot of people would wear these. These are really popular, this kind of jewelry. These were also very big. Big button enamel earrings. These are 1980s. A lot of people wore these to the office. This was a good look. Same thing. These are great now. You could wear these now. These are really cool. Any of the earrings that I'm showing, I mean, look great with these outfits. You know, look at that. That looks great. You could wear that together. Okay. Here's another. I actually have a lot of these necklaces. This is a Monet S chain, snake chain. These were really popular in the 80s. So just, and a lot of people would wear something like this. They would wear the real sterling, or they would wear I got some kind of weird call. Okay, I fixed it. they would wear real sterling, or they would wear 14 karat gold. But then, you know, you really couldn't afford 14 karat gold, something like this. So this would be your costume. What else can I show? This was very cool. This Ann Taylor, another Ann Taylor piece. People wore these nice, beautiful, long gold tassel necklaces with their suits. This was a really nice look. Also, wrap dress. People wore a lot of wrap dresses. They were popular. Diane von Furstenberg wrap dresses were popular. They were really more the late 70s, but people still wore them into the 80s. Now let me show you another look. Now this is a brand new blazer. And blazers are back in style again, but they're different. Now in the 80s, the blazers had huge shoulder pads. Now they're softer. This is black. It's kind of hard to see it because it's on a black mannequin. I didn't have another color. I was a little disappointed when I put this together. This is a black blazer. Now, I have a photo of, now this is Jerry Hall. Jerry Hall was she was a fashion model. She was married to Mick Jagger from the Rolling Stones in the 1980s. And this is her. She actually guest starred in a Chanel fashion show. And this is her going down the runway. Now, she's got all of it on. She's wearing a necklace. It actually looks like the same exact one. And then she's wearing multiple chains that was very popular. And pearls. So she's doing this. She's got that look. Let me fix this. She's got, you know, that was a whole look. You'd wear lots of necklaces. Okay. Now here's Jerry Hall. She's got the whole thing going on. All the necklaces. And that's what we're doing here. But now you wouldn't want to do this. I kind of like them messy, so I made them kind of messy. But you could wear like this. You could take all this off. You could just do the green. And you know, that looks great. You could do that. And so this could be your look now. And this looks really nice. You can put it something like this. That looks very pretty. So this is a modern take on, you know, Jerry Hall's 1980s runway look. So I just wanted to take a few minutes and share with you some of my jewelry and some of my ideas of how you can wear everything from the 80s and add it to your jewelry collection now. Because it's really fun to thrift the jewelry and resell it because people collect it. But like I say, it's even more fun to wear it now. You want to wear it now? You want to go out there? You want to have fun with your jewelry? So thank you for watching. I have live auctions Saturday nights at 9:15. A lot of this jewelry will be available. And I'm looking forward to seeing you then. If you have any comments, please put them in the comment section. If you'd like me to do videos about other things, other time periods, other ideas, I'd love to do that for you. Thanks for tuning in.